Hello, world. What separated your deep ball from everybody else?
My deep ball, it has a little secret sauce to it, man.
Never get too high, never get too low, but just keep moving.
The whole story is Carlos never beat me in any kind of sports in high school.
Welcome to the Orange is the New Black podcast. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, joined by my co-host, Zim Hude. Zim, say what's up.
Hello, world. How's everybody doing out there? I know that you guys were just searching for some good Bengals stuff to talk about. You want to talk football. You just want to keep it lit. Here we are. Orange is the New Black podcast. Back at it again, like we never left.
Definitely back like we never left. So the first thing that's happened since we've been going is the Senior Bowl. Zim, I know you had some takeaways from the Senior Bowl. What were some of your takeaways from some of those guys there?
So during the Senior Bowl, the practices, this year were a little bit – it was harder for me to get more information, I guess, this year. But early on, I guess the star of the Senior Bowl was I hope I say his name right, Quinn Meinerz. But that's the guy where he's an animal. I posted him on my Twitter. I made a funny video and I had like Shawn Michaels music behind it or whatever. But he's a beast. Arms kind of short, but like at a guard position, he's a guy that I think the Bengals should be looking at like the fourth round. In the game, there were some wide receivers that really stood out to me, but I'm gonna go past that. But a couple names to look at is Dante Smith from East Carolina. I really liked him. What's the guy? Somebody probably could tell me. I wrote down a whole bunch of notes that day, and I don't want to read all that stuff for you live on here. But it's the guard. It's the guy for the Bearcats. I didn't know this guy existed until
a tackle. Yeah, I'm not sure his name per se, but him and Panay are actually signed to the same agency, and he was shouting them out. Is it Daniels or something like that?
If I heard it, I would Hudson.
Okay.
Hudson. He is a beast. He had a couple days where it wasn't as strong, but I could see a guy like that being like someone that the Bengals absolutely probably do an interview with. And somebody asked me about him, and I was like, I wasn't really educated on him that much. I watched some highlights for sure. I actually had a game that I got to watch from in full. Pure monster. Can't tell you right now, until I do like a full evaluation where I think it would target him. But the guy Quinn Meinerz, before coming into the Senior Bowl, you probably would have been fifth, sixth round. I think he played so well that he probably get up to as early as maybe like the third round. And I didn't argue with somebody, but if they were to go that high, he would have to play for me. So for me, it would be a target. And when I say play, I'm talking about this year. So for me, it'd be like a fourth round. Another guy I liked was Wilson Smith, Landon Dickerson. There's some guys out there, man, that played really well at the Senior Bowl. So the game itself, a lot of guys I think I wanted to see Creed Humphrey play a lot because he has the option of, playing guard center, but they didn't bring him in until the end of the game. So it was some stuff. I think we'll touch on it later. We really want to get into this mock series or whatever, but I'll be writing some stuff on Twitter, some different things like that. But those are some names that I wanted people to kind of get familiar with as I'm starting to educate myself on a lot of these guys that I hadn't been paying attention to in the college ranks. So I was really excited that there are some strong prospects, especially from the tackle and guard position. A lot of the tackles the arms are probably too short, but to get to the NFL and play guard and play like day one, it's some dudes.
Right. That's facts. That's facts. So if you guys are tuning in, we kind of talked about on one of our previous episodes, letting a fan come on and actually go through the whole free agency mock as well as the draft. So we have that fan waiting backstage. It's going to be a surprise though. So we're going to eventually bring that fan on and we're going to do a reveal, but we're going to talk also about the Rashawn Slater thing. And I actually just dropped a video today. So if you are watching this channel, there's another video that I had. So please be sure to check that out. But I've been hearing all of these things about Rashawn Slater, right? And I think it kind of started probably a month or two ago. It really went to a high level a couple weeks ago when Daniel Jeremiah released a mock draft of Slater being the first tackle taken, even over Panay Sewell. So that got everyone talking. And he's kind of like the hot topic right now, especially in the Bengals community. I think more so than others because obviously we're looking to protect Joe Burrow. So when I went into this, you guys already know I'm a Penny guy. Like I wasn't even trying to look at any other linemen. For me, I'm not an offensive line expert. I don't know much about the technique and all of that. I never played the position. So I went off of people that were close to me that I talked to, like Willie Anderson, and just people that knew offensive line. So I didn't even consider anyone, and I never asked him about Slater, so don't take that the wrong way. But it was just like I had blinders on. It's like I'm just looking at, if it's not Panay, I don't really want him at number 5. So today, I kind of been doing this series. If you guys follow me, is Cut the Tape On, right? And this is, I think, the third one. The first one I did it on Surtain. Micah Parsons, I was extremely disappointed from what I've been hearing. Like, I definitely don't want Micah Parsons with the number 5 after watching his film at all. But we got to Slater, right? Slater was today. And everything that I've been hearing from people is solely based on, well, did you see what he did against Chase Young? What did you see what, like, that's the only argument. There's nothing else talking about like his technique. It's all based off of his performance against Chase Young. So I was like, you know what? We're going to look at Slater today, and we're going to look at the Chase Young film, and we're going to see what he has to offer. So when I watched it, I saw a player that is extremely solid. Like, if we picked him at 5, I wouldn't be the biggest fan of it, but I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, this is Cedric Ogbuehi again that we're going with. And I wouldn't feel like it would be a pick that is just super risky. So he's a very solid player. He had great technique. He did great against Chase. He wasn't as ferocious as a run blocker as I've seen Panay. I think that he could improve slightly as a run blocker. He's not a bad run blocker, but his strength seems to be, from what I saw, his pass blocking. But overall, he was just a solid prospect. Like, he wasn't anyone that jumped off and you're going to be like, oh my God, look at his. He wasn't like super athletic, but his athleticism wasn't bad either. So he was just kind of like a very solid pick, very technically sound, very smart, was able to do a lot of different things. Like, he was able to chip a guy and then come and block another guy. Like, you could tell that he knew what he was really doing. And the only other negative that I'll say is it seemed like Chase Young could read him and know whether a run play was coming. Like, he would literally follow Slater and then like try to dive at the running back. But overall, I can see why people are saying like he's one of the top tackles in this draft. Now, I still haven't watched Panay. I probably wouldn't put him over Panay like Daniel Jeremiah has, but I do understand why people are saying, you know, he's a hidden gem or he's a sleeper or this and that. Would I still take him at 5? I would say now I would be more comfortable with that notion, whereas before it was like, nah, I don't want him at all. But I still can't definitively say I would want him at 5 over those other players that would be there. And I still have to watch film on Jamar Chase, Penny, all of these guys. Kyle Pitts. I haven't even, believe it or not, I haven't even fully watched Kyle Pitts yet.
Hey, every episode that we talk to Ace, do y'all notice the closer and closer he gets, he actually puts Jamar Chase in an actual conversation.
He has to be. He has to be.
Jamar would not make you angry. We've come a long way, my friend.
So if I would be angry,
you haven't seen him yet.
If I would be angry that we picked Jamar Chase, I would just be setting myself up for being upset, because it's pretty obvious that we have Joe Burrow. He's gonna want Jamar Chase if he's there. So like, I
don't know that though. We don't know that though. You know, like they're asking, the people that are asking him are saying, would you mind playing with? Would you mind playing? And of course, he's like, yeah, that's my dog. Like, I'm gonna play with him, like, bro. And I know he lit. But
me and you know, when it comes draft time and on draft night, we know that they call players and say, do you want this guy? Do you want to play with this guy? Like they did that with AJ Green with John Ross.
He just tore his ACL. He just tore his ACL. He could be like, nah, I need Panay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's like such a home run like that for him. I'll tell you this. Let me ask you this, and I'll probably every week I'll probably ask you the same question. Mm-hmm. Since we came from just a month ago, you all offensive line, right? If they went to the free agency and they went and got, let's say, Darrell Williams, like we're gonna do this mock today, because now that I'm getting more information inside the building, there's looking to be like a tackle. And it's going to be like Moton, Darrell Williams, or Trent Williams. Those are the 3 names that I keep on hearing, like for our big splash person, right?
I can see that.
If they came and did that, because, you know, Bengals will pay for a tackle. I don't think they want to pay $19-20 million Trent Williams money But say that they got Moton and then they went and got another guard for like $5 or $6 million, and then you got the guys that you already got, and then you're about to go look at Jamar Chase's highlights, tapes, or whatever. I'm telling you right now, if Justin Jefferson just won Rookie of the Year, like Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson. I'm telling you that, like, just off the break. Like, I don't have to say nothing more, and you'll see why. Like, especially just watch a game. Like, I watched 2 games with him where he probably had like 4 catches. He had 1 touchdown. Didn't dominate it, but what he did from a route running perspective, his blocking right now, and every single time the ball's in the air and it does come his way, it's so violent. Like it's almost it's like he attacks the ball like nobody have ever seen. His route running probably isn't as refined as Justin Jefferson, but he gets open. He gets open like a lot. And I know part of that's predicated on that LSU team, but I just want to ask you, after you watch the Jamar Chase joint,
I think for me, like, looking back on it, I think there was, for me, myself personally, I think I kind of comprehended when we had that debate, right? Because where I was really coming from back then and there, I wasn't believing that the Bengals, I was kind of operating under the premise that the Bengals weren't going to sign a lineman in free agency. And I think that's why I had to kind of step back, and I'm like, well, no, if they did take some linemen in free agency, then of course you wouldn't try to draft 2 or 3 linemen in a row because you've already got the tackle position set. But I think, like you said, depending on what they do in free agency, if they do get Taylor Moton, which I would assume, like we said, I would assume it would be a tackle before a guard. That's not to say that they wouldn't pay someone like Austin Blythe. Like, Austin Blythe isn't going to command crazy money or something.
I can see that though, because of the Zach Taylor, thing. They need somebody that could probably play center early on. Austin Blythe would be perfect. But let's get into it. Without further ado, I was going to talk about the Shaq Barrett situation. We'll say that for tomorrow. We're going to do a super show. If you guys are watching this now, we're going to do a big super show with Sissy Jungle tomorrow night. But right now, we have one fan that follows some things I was saying on Twitter, Instagram, diehard. Never met this guy until today. He did everything that you would want from an extreme fan to make sure that he made it to mock Orange is the New Black. I want to introduce Aaron. So glad that you could come on here tonight with us, man.
What it do, baby? What's cracking, man? What's happening? Who they, all day, every day, as they say. What's going on, folks? How y'all doing out there? Y'all ready to get this cracking, man? I've been sitting waiting in the wings. I got like 15 different tabs pulled up. A whole bunch of good names.
Before we get you going, Matt, we gotta introduce the fan base to who you are. So one question that I'm gonna ask you real quick before we get into this is, how did you become a Bengals fan? Like, where are you from? How did you become a Bengals fan? What made you a diehard?
What hood you from?
I was born in this, man. I'm from all the hoods, man. Everywhere in Cincinnati, I've been there. You got from downtown to North College Hill, from Madisonville to Price Hill. I've been everywhere, man. I'm all over the place, man. I represent the whole 5, 1, and 3, all the way. But I was born in this, man. Born into it, man. The Bengals fandom, man. My mom, huge Bengals fan. When I was coming up here, like I just. It's crazy. They haven't won my entire life. I've been a diehard Bengals fan my entire life, ever since I've been able to pay attention to it. I mean, I guess you know how it is though. When you're a kid, parents get you into it. You kind of understand, like, oh, I like the colors. Oh, that's my team. That's the city. But when I really start taking it into my own, like, being aware of it, I mean, definitely around the time of that 2005 period on, like, it was like it came at the perfect time. I was coming into high school. And, the Bengals went from being, the 90s Bengals to the Chad Johnson, the cult of personality Bengals, something interesting to watch, like, because more than anything, like, we want to win, but if you can't do that, you want to be entertained. And so when they became the more entertaining, probably the most entertaining period of Bengaldom that we've had in quite some time. So But yeah, man. Ever since then, it is what it is. Die hard.
All day. All day.
Fist fights with Steeler fans. You know what I mean? Like like always. You know how it is.
Right.
Hey, bro, tell people I'm about to shout you out on my Twitter right now. So if y'all a Bengal fan, I seen his name before. I'm pretty sure we've interacted before, but that's because I try to talk to everybody, but I don't remember anything at all, honestly.
Yeah.
But
It's all
I'm
good.
about to tweet you out right now, right? But I encourage anybody that's in here right now, please follow this guy because he just
Hey,
so
fair
good.
warning. My
He's so
Twitter
good.
account is literally like 50% Bengal stuff and like 50% meme stuff. Like it's not like so you might see some crazy funny stuff pop up. But but for the most part, I'm retweeting the Bengals related stuff. I love it all. I like it all. I might have I changed my name to be funny. Like I changed my name to Finley's Juice after the Steelers win, like because he always talking about juice in his interviews. You ever notice that? In post game, he's like, "You want to get team a little juice, a little energy." I'm like, damn, you might as well get some. You might as well try to push an energy drink, a Finley's Juice. He always brings it up, man. Go back.
Well, maybe there's something there. We need to get you. I'm about to say, hey, anybody know Finley Asian? We need to get him.
You know what I mean?
Out here, get Aaron on the case and
Finley's Juice, baby. Let's go.
All right,
yeah,
so
man.
Let's get it cracking. We're gonna jump into the free agency mock. So you're the GM. You are the GM.
Okay.
So A-Mac, you the GM. You gonna hold it down. So we're starting with free agency. So right now you're essentially deciding who are you keeping, who are you cutting at this point.
All right. So I mean, it's
can you see that good?
Yeah, I got it. I got it full screen on my screen. So I can see it pretty good. I just
those listening, we got Trey Waynes, we got Geno Atkins, DJ Rear, Tyler Boyd. So it's the actual Bengals roster. And if you cut them, you get this number of cap savings here. So what I'll do is I'll actually sort this for you by what would save us the most. So it starts off with Geno. Joe Burrow, we're not cutting him.
I don't know. Hey, you can't speak for me. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Do something crazy like that.
You want to cut Joe Burrow?
Go crazy. Hey, this is your time.
I'm just kidding, man.
Your time to shine. Go ahead, do your
thing. Man. I think it's faded. It sucks because I really loved him. He was part of that core that got me excited me about the Bengals defense, especially. But it might be time to let my boy Geno go and explore, man. Explore some other things out there. He been having trouble staying healthy a little bit lately, and the production we've been getting from him. It's after what we've seen from Mike Daniels, it's tough to justify keeping Geno right now, man.
All right, that move saves you $9.5 million. It seems like just a little over.
Yeah, man. So, let's see who else we got down here. Damn, I feel bad because we just talked him up. Well, he ain't that much. Yes, that's all good. We're gonna let him ride. You safe for now, Finley. You all right for now. Let's see. Shoot, honestly, man. The rest of this year, Tupou, we still got. Is he still under contract for like what, 2 more years? Because he sat out this year.
I don't know. You saved $4 million.
I liked him though. He was the only. He seemed like he had the athleticism to keep up with Lamar Jackson. That open field tackle that he made on Lamar Jackson, like you don't see that from defensive tackles. Yeah, people that size. So I mean, and we need to like y'all always been saying, you gear up to win your division first and foremost. But so I like him. I'm gonna keep him around. Let's see. Scroll. Is that all? Is that all we got? Scroll down a little bit more. Let's see. Damn, what is Stanley? Oh, yeah, we getting into these guys are like.
Oh no, ain't there? Don't you have a way to show people like what are our current free agents right now? Like just not the guys with time left on their contract.
It doesn't show the current free agents right now.
Right. I think we got to get through this part right here, and then it'll pop up on the next one.
Okay, and then the next, because remember when you pull mine up, didn't you have Alexander? I mean, didn't you have like Mackenzie Alexander and people like that? Okay, all right. Cool.
This is the clear cap space page. You currently, with moving away from Geno, you got 56, basically 57 million in cap space.
Okay.
So you're keeping Trey Waynes, you're keeping Bobby Hart, Josh Tupou, Jonah Williams. I'm just making sure because you can't come back from this.
You're right, but I gotta hang on to Hart, man. Even though he ain't my favorite.
All good.
You know what I mean?
All
but
good.
We need that.
So So we're only cutting Geno then at this point.
It looked like it, man, because I'm trying to see like everybody else. It would be such a negligible amount that I would want to cut. It's just like, no need to create a weakness for no reason. So
okay, that's solid. All right. So,
or can I get them to restructure it? Probably not. No, never mind. Just cut them.
They haven't. Unfortunately, they still haven't updated the restructure function. So these are some notable things that happened around the league. Mark Ingram was cut, which happened in real life. Dontari Poe, Frank Clark, surprisingly by the Chiefs. Aaron Donald,
he restructured.
Ben Roethlisberger got restructured. I'm about to say he got cut.
Riley Rife was cut by the Vikings.
Alex Smith was cut.
Oh shoot, Marquise Goodwin up there.
Alex Smith, that might be a good backup coming up. Just throwing that out there.
Jarius Wright was cut. Deion Dawkins, a tackle restructure. All right, so let's move into the next phase. This is where you re-sign or tag your players. So we got, for those listening, Brandon Allen, AJ Green, Samaje Perine, John Ross, Alex Erickson, Ethan Carter, Quentin Spain, Carl Lawson, amongst a litany of other players, William Jackson, Mackenzie Alexander, Josh Bynes. So who are you going to attempt to re-sign or tag?
All right, so let's go ahead and let's see how much it'll be to tag William Jackson III, because we had questions about that. I wanted to check that out real quick.
How much would it be to tag William Jackson III?
Does it give it the?
It doesn't give us a thing, but I can get it pulled up for you. So we're thinking about tagging William Jackson III. Now that's going to be expensive.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's an average of the top paid corners right now in the league. So let me get that pulled up. Is there anyone else that you want to make a move on while I'm getting that pulled up?
Current franchise tag is 14.8.
14.8 million for William Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our accountant Timothy providing us that, and obviously it's always 100% guaranteed, right? When you franchise someone, that's all guaranteed. So 14.8.
If you were to franchise Carl Lawson, the franchise is at 17.3.
We just gonna sign my big dog Carl. Okay. I like how he moved them linemen out there, man. You see the muscles, man. You can't.
William Jackson III, of course, did. You don't have a choice when it comes to the franchise tag. So he did sign. So you said Carl Lawson, you want to extend?
Yeah. How old is he?
I'm not sure. I think he's probably 25, 26. He's 26. Definitely under 30.
He's young.
All right, cool. All right, so let's see. And then what y'all say what Spotrac say he's supposed to get?
Spotrac for Carl Lawson. So he's 25. And I feel
like Spotrac is like off on him a little bit.
Over the cap is saying, and I go back between both of them. People try to tell me on Twitter over the cap is supposed to be more accurate. They say 11.6 million a year is what they feel like he should be worth.
Right. Okay. So if I give him, let's see, let's give him that. Give it that for, or damn, maybe I could talk him down if I give him a little bit more time. Let's see. I was thinking about giving him 5 years, see if he'd take a little bit of a discount, but I don't know, man.
It's up to you. It's up to you. This
let's give him that for 5 years. And I say he's been healthy about 70% of the time he's been on the team. So let's make that the guaranteed percentage.
All right, 70%. He accepted the offer. You got Carl Lawson and you have William Jackson back. Your cap space, though, is at 35 million.
It
so
is.
Keep that in mind. It is what it is.
We rough right now. Let's see. Let me see if I could get my man Quentin Spain back. Give him a couple years. How old is he again?
Shoot, Quentin Spain gotta be 30 now, 30, right? He gotta be 30 now, right? Let me look it up for you. Hold up.
So you said a couple, so I'm assuming that's 2 years, right?
Yeah, give him 2. Let's see.
It's 29, but By next year, 2021 season, he'll be 30.
And over the cap saying he's supposed to get what
I'm
is he
pulling up right now. Over the cap, I think is pretty interesting because they're saying 3.85 million a year is what he should be getting.
Okay. All right. And so that in this $3 million a year, it'll count towards the cap this year, right?
It depends on the percent of guarantee that you put on. So whatever percent, like if you let's say you did 5 million, but you only guaranteed 50%, only 2.5 million counts towards the cap.
Okay. All right. Well then let's go with that. Let's go with that, dude.
How much we offering? You said 5 million? Because the OTC evaluation is 3.85. So you want to do the 3? Yeah, almost 4.
Let's see. All right, let's go with it. Come on, why not? Let's do it. He played good for us. He did us right. He came in on the short week.
3.85 or 4? Which one you doing?
Let's see. Let's give him 4, but that guaranteed percentage. Let's give him 60. You know what I mean? Maybe 52. Oh, now let's try 60. Let's see what he do.
Offer accepted.
All right, solid. We got him. Cool, solid. What's my remaining?
Your remaining now is
31?
basically 32 million.
All right, let's see. Any more interesting
You
names?
got AJ Green sitting right there. You got Alex Erickson. You got Sethan Carter. You got P. Ryan, who played really well for Mixon while he was out. You got Mike Daniels up front. You got some beef out there. You got Marcus Hunt.
Yeah, you already know. Well, give me the read on Mike Daniels. I think I'm gonna let Hunt hit the window, and I think I'm gonna let my boy P. Ryan because Travion, man, we ain't give him enough. I don't think we gave him enough shots because he was looking good too. To be honest,
this cannot be right because they are trying to say that Mike Daniels is only worth $260,000.
Hey, look, I ain't questioning these people. That's what they said. All right, we gotta go.
31 years, 9 years in the league. I mean, what did he sign with the Bengals? A 1 year, like 1 million or something like that?
Yeah, he did. So 260,000. That's how we feeling. All right.
Wait, how old is he again?
Like what?
31.
He 31. All right, cool. Let's give. No, that's wrong, man. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Can we give my man at least like 1.5? Give him at least 1.5. Damn.
In real life, after a healthy season like that, I think Mike Daniels probably looking for like a 2-year deal for like $2 million per in real life.
Right.
Like we want to make this as realistic as possible, but I don't think.
Like I was on over the cap and they said 260,000.
You already know, man.
Mike Daniels probably watching this live. You know, Mike Daniels follow me on Twitter. Mike Daniels probably watching this live right now. Like, man,
like what y'all talking about, man? Hey, Mike, I love you, man. I think you worth more than that.
2.5, 3 million a year, straight up.
All right.
Well, what you got? Well, 1.5 for what, a year, 2 years? What are you doing?
LaShawn Sims did well. Who are you, his son?
Right. What?
LaShawn himself. Right.
Hey, bro, LaShawn. Hey, everybody, LaShawn Sims is on here tonight, y'all.
Yo, man, I'm sorry, LaShawn. I was not impressed. But give him like 3 years, and because I'm lowballing him, let's guarantee 70% of it. He did good this year. I like it.
All right.
He accepted it. Bam. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. That's the homie.
How much you send him?
1.5. But it's 70% guaranteed though. So
okay.
You know what I mean? I ain't doing bad. I think I'm gonna let P. Ryan go.
We're gonna get him some endorsements too. So
you know what I'm saying? When we go to the Super Bowl,
it's 1.5 a year, so it's not for 3 years. It's not that. It's average salary. All right, so now you got 31. We're gonna round up 31 million left. Anybody else that you?
I think I'm gonna let's see who else we got down there. I'm gonna let Hunt hit it. I'm gonna let Bynes hit it. Let's see. Damn, man, I really like McKenzie.
Bynes is A's favorite player.
Nah, he was. Boy, I was hyping him up. They killed me on AFC North Talk. Josh Bynes made me look bad.
Yeah, I bet you if Bynes was playing for the Chiefs on Sunday, though, that's the type of player that will ball out, like in that type of opportunity or something like that. As long as they don't catch him in pass coverage, somebody that's smart like he is, or playing on a real good team, them the type of players that be winning like defensive MVP of the Super Bowl or something. Like Josh Bynes would ball out if he played for like a really, really good team. But for the Bengals.
But also remember, A-Mac, keep in mind, if you don't sign these guys here, you can always re-sign them in free agency.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I might let the homie McKenzie hit the market too. All right, we good here. Let's move on. Let's see what we got out there, man.
Let's go. My man moving.
We got a whole bunch of stuff that happened. Dak Prescott was franchised. Will Fuller re-signed with the Houston Texans. So that's one guy off of the market. Melvin Ingram, another big guy off of the market. He re-signed with the LA Chargers. We've seen him available before. It looks like Matt Judon also re-signed with the Baltimore Ravens. There does seem to appear to be maybe some issues with this, but so far we're just going to ride with it.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go. So now we're in day one of free agency, people, and we're here. So the way that this works is you have all your positions over here. So you can tell me, Ace, I want to look at tackles. I want to look at kickers, whatever you want to say. I can go and click that position and we can look at them. If you do all, I think it's supposed to put some of the top guys here. But don't always look at the top because you might see some guys that are really good towards the bottom too. So generally, I would recommend that you go by position so you kind of keep it in an order. So is there any particular position that you target just to see what they have here?
All right, we got to go. Take me immediately to the interior offensive lineman. They got off. What is it? A guard? Yeah.
Which one?
Give it to me. Guard. Give it to me. Guard.
Man, going straight to that line.
Guard. I need a guard.
Church, Joe Tooney, Denzel Good, Darrell Williams, Jason Peters, Austin Blythe, Pat Elfline, Cameron Irvin, Osamele, Ethan Poaches. You could bring Alex Redmond back too.
I don't want to hear none of them names. Take me to the top. I want to go to the cream of the crop. Joe Burrow's knee can't afford anything less. I'm gonna need to go. Let me see what the boy Joe Tooney talking about, man. We gotta check him out. We gotta check him out, man.
We got for Joe Tooney. I think Zim might have a number. I'll pull up mine as well. It's kind of crazy right now on over the cap. They're saying 7.9.
That's it.
I'm
gonna tell you in real life, Joe Tooney wants $14 million.
He want 14?
14 in real life. I don't know if it's going whatever you're going to work. Like if you send them 7-10, Ace sent them 14 one time and got rejected on it, didn't you?
I think we had to pay for him. I think he was asking for some money. Spotrac's number.
You didn't get
Spotrac is saying so he made $14 million this year when he got franchised. Spotrac is saying he wants $14 million average salary. So over the cap is saying half of that. Spotrac is saying 14.
I'm not taking no chances, man. Get this man his 14 million, man. We'll work with the rest.
14 million. How much of that is guaranteed? And how many years?
That's the question, ain't it? How old is he?
He is 28 years old.
28. Linemen get a lot of wear.
29, they're saying. So I don't know. They're saying one is saying he's 28, the other is saying he's 29.
He's somewhere in that range. All right, cool. Let's give him 4 years.
4 years. That sounds good.
4 more years.
All right.
Give him a presidential term.
All right. Percent guaranteed.
Give him like 60. See what he say.
You said 50 or 60?
Give him like 60. See what he say. Give him like 60.
All right.
See what he say.
Hit him with the no one guaranteed. All right. So we hit him with
that. Now take me to wide receiver. Right now.
Receivers. Let's get those listening. Kenny Galladay, Allen Robinson, Juju Smith-Schuster, AJ Green, Chris Godwin, T.Y.
Oh, not AJ Green. I didn't boo AJ Green. I was booing Juju Smith-Schuster. Sorry.
Marvin Jones, Sammy Watkins, Curtis Samuel, Corey Davis, Kenny Stills, Willie Snead, John Ross. I mean, you got some choices there.
Yo, I heard good things about that John Ross cat. I don't know where from. It sounds familiar, but you know what? Let's look at that Curtis Samuel guy. You know, they say you ain't supposed to trust somebody with 2 first names, but I don't know.
Let's see.
It's looking pretty good.
Just so we got both for reference here. So I'm gonna pull up Curtis Samuel on Spotrac, and then we'll pull him up on Over the Cap as well. So Curtis Samuel, we got it loading up here. Over the Cap is saying $7 million a year. Spotrac is saying Spotrac got a podcast now? Okay. Spotrac is saying 12.4. That is a big
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Can we split the difference? Call it 10?
Let's call it 10. So 10 million. We're gonna go ahead and make him that offer. How many years do you want on that?
20. What is he? 25?
His age is 25. Yes, he's 25. He's
25.
very young.
Hey, and we can use him. He's really good at that running back position too. And you know, they always say hey kiddo. They always that's little A Mac right there.
All good. Who that?
But who that? Yeah, you already know. They say the first rule of combat, deception, is key, right? And versatility is key to deception. So if I got a wide receiver who also played running back, that opens up a whole bunch of options. You know, we like to run that swing. You know, we like to run that put him in the backfield and send Joe Mixon out, send him for a loop. You know, they're like, what's going on? So I'm gonna give him like 3 years, see how he work in this offense.
Okay.
That man here spitting tonight.
How much we are 10?
Well, because it's only 3, we split the difference. So, and he's relatively healthy. He only been unhealthy that 1 year where he messed up his ankle. Let's go 65%.
All right. Offer submitted.
Let's see. And then take me to cornerback.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, about that, man.
So for those listening, Patrick Peterson, Kevin King, Quentin Dunbar, Richard Sherman, Brian Poole, Awuzie, Terrence Mitchell, DJ Hayden, Logan Ryan, Mackenzie Alexander, Xavier Rhodes, LaShawn Sims, Josh Norman, Mike Hilton, Rashad Breeland, Ronald Darby, my man Troy Hill that got away, Eli Apple. I'm still mad about that. I'm sorry, I had to say something.
Troy Hill got away?
Troy Hill, if for those who are listening, Troy Hill is actually probably the best member of that 2015 Bengals draft class. The thing is, he was an unrestricted, undrafted free agent or whatever that we ended up picking. Okay. He is a stud right now with the Rams. The Bengals let him get away. I remember him being solid. He went to, I believe, the Rams, and he's like one of the top corners now, apparently.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a good case you make for him, man. It might be worth looking at what they saying we're supposed to give him. Because we got LaShawn Sims here too, man. And, you know, that's a hot name on the market. So
Troy Hill, I'll look up. Let's see. I didn't want to influence you, but he's going to get, it looks like Over the Cap says you're going to have to give him $14 million a year. Troy Hill has come a long way from undrafted. Yeah. It would have been cheaper to keep her.
Hey, I know that's right. Well, good luck, Troy, trying to find that right now. What my boy McKenzie asking for, man? What he asking for? What he want?
McKenzie?
And McKenzie wasn't trying to hear me out on Mach 1.0, bro. Like maybe he'll talk to
I
you.
Seen that too, man. I was like, dang.
McKenzie wasn't trying to show me no love, bro.
McKenzie is saying $3.5 million on Over the Cap, and on Spotrac, he is saying. See, let's get him put up. All right, so his market value.
They said resign Alexander. We need more Barry Pickett fights.
$8.4 million.
Yo, you know what, chat? That's a good point. That man was willing to fight for his family in the Barry yards, man. He ain't care. He's ready to throw it all away. I like a man with that fire. Give me that man. What are you asking for again?
So it said anywhere from 3.5 to 8.5 million a year.
Here's what we gonna do. How old is he? He what, like 28?
He is 28. Yep.
All right. Now I say our window for it really is the next 2 to 3 years. I want to see us make some. So let's get this man 3 years.
All right.
Let's see. Split the difference. Let's go $4 million per year.
All right.
And he had some injuries this year. Let me guarantee half of that. Guarantee 50%.
Got it. Offer submitted.
All right, let's see what else. And we got Edge. Check out Edge right before we leave. See what we gonna get.
So we got here. Shaq Barrett, Ryan Kerrigan, Justin Houston, Leonard Floyd, Solomon Thomas, Trent Murphy, Tyus Bowser, Takaris McKinley, Jordan Jenkins, Alden Smith, Ryan Anderson, Shalik Calhoun, Pernell McPhee, Tano Passigno, Randy Gregory. Those are your options out there.
Stat Calhoun playing in the Super Bowl this year. He gonna want more money next year. So I'm let's call it a day on the first day. These are big splashes. Okay. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we can reel in. I'm casting that line.
Offers today.
I'm casting that line. Yeah, I'm done, baby. I'm reeling it in. I'm casting that line.
All right, Curtis.
What we got?
Accepted your offer.
Let's go.
3 years, $1 million per year. Joe Tooney accepted your 4-year offer.
Bringing him
$14 million per year. Izzy Alexander, though, he said, "Nah, bro.
I'll try to tell you what's up with that,
bro. What's up with McKenzie? He want more guaranteed.
No, what he wants is better trees with more berries, and we don't get those.
Hey, man, we ain't got no berry trees up here. It's too cold. It's the Arctic front up here right now. It's cold.
What's crazy is my guy Troy Hill signed a 3-year offer for $2 million a year to the Bears. I don't know what's going on with
what.
That. Austin Blythe accepted a 3-year offer, $5.8 million. Doesn't matter because you ended up getting Joe Tooney.
Yeah.
Ryan Kerrigan accepted an offer. Cam Robinson accepted a 3-year offer. Ronald Darby. I'm just naming guys that were just big names. Alex Redmond went to the Washington football team. Good luck with that, with the $3.2 million.
Well, he got the right last name. Wait, ain't that name no more.
So now we're moving to the next day. So here we go. 2. What are we looking at?
McKenzie, dog. Check this out.
Okay.
Look. All right. Let's make him an offer. How about this? I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give what was the upper tier of his stuff?
$8 million a year.
$8 million. All right, I'm gonna give you 6 this time.
Okay.
On 3 years. And I'm gonna guarantee, man, I'm gonna guarantee like 65% this time. Come on, bro.
All right.
Come on. Submit. All right, we got that in there. Let's see. What else? Who's our backup QB right now?
Cap space.
Yes.
You said who's our backup QB?
Yeah, who's our back? Is it just Ryan Finley right now?
Ryan Finley, Brandon Allen's a free agent.
Yeah, I let him go.
You got $13.5 million in cap left.
How much have you got?
13.5.
$13.5 million.
Show them the quarterbacks that's out there.
Yeah, show me the QBs.
Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, Mitchell Trubisky, Tyrod Taylor, AJ McCarron, Robert Griffin III, Brendan Allen, Colt McCoy, Matt Barkley, Mariota, Joe Flacco, Blaine Gabbert, Nathan Peterman. Alex Smith.
You gotta bring back Dalton, right?
Yeah. But anyways, what my boy Joe Flacco want, man? What are you looking for?
Joe Flacco.
I want somebody who can teach my mans. I want somebody who got some dust on him that rub off on him a little bit. You know what I mean?
All right, let's check out Joe Flacco. I'm assuming.
I don't think neither one of us looked at Joe Flacco at all, Ace. So I like that move.
$2.6 million. I do as well. That's a solid. I get it. Need some experience in there. 2.6. They don't even have a value for him at Spotrac. He made 1.5 last year with the Jets.
Yeah.
He gonna be at least. He gonna want at least 2, right?
Hey, I'm just here to assist. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to sway you in the wrong.
Yeah, no. If you want, say you said he made 1.5, and yep. what over the cap got him at?
The Jets, he made 1.5. Over the cap is saying they project him to make 2.6 million.
Yeah. All right. Let's give him 2 for 3 years.
3 years. Okay. All right.
Like I said, I mean, you do need somebody to come in familiar with the AFC North at the very least. We know he can play in the cold. Yeah. Something like that. But anyways, guarantee 50%. See what he say.
Okay.
Well, we can guarantee him more than 50. Guarantee 60. Go ahead. Ain't that big of a number. It's fine. Let's get that.
Got them checks. Cut checks.
You know what I mean? It's about time. We got a window. We got to hit that window.
Just blow through the whole cap, bro. Blow the whole dang on
check me the check your centers real quick.
Blow the whole bag, bro.
So you got Corey Linsley, you got Alex Mack, Mike Pouncey, Ted Karras, Matt Skura. I think I've heard bad things about him from the Ravens fans.
Yeah, we good. We solid. Just for shits and giggles, let's I mean, just for fun, let's look at look at the cornerbacks again.
All right.
Just one more time.
Hey, I don't want to influence you, but I'm just here to assist you in the war room. Have you looked at the edge position yet?
I have looked at the edge position.
Okay. All right.
In the first round. But
have you walked away with anybody from the edge right now? To me, that's one of the biggest holes on this roster. Now, I don't know if you're going to go into the draft and do something. We're going to do 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Of the draft after this. Your money's getting kind of low.
You're right, but we just like I said, we just got it. Yeah, it ain't. We got Carl back, and Sam. Like I said, Sam. I'm a bit more bullish on Sam than I think y'all are. I think I'm not saying that he's going to be the best, but I think that he's better than like he's getting better. But but like I said, it's depth at the edge that I'm worried about. So I'm not trying to blow a whole bunch on it.
Blow the whole game, bro.
Let's see. I ain't even seen no. See, because Leonard Floyd, he gonna want more than what I'm giving him. Shaq Barrett, then we, like I said, he with Tampa Bay right now, ain't he?
Yes, sir. Should be with the Bengals, but that's
Sunday.
He coming off that long season, man. Oh, didn't they say
he led the league in pressures for the last 2 years. 30 sacks since the time that the Bengals.
If you're listening to this podcast, Bengals doctor who did that, turn this off, unsubscribe, because you just.
Yeah, man, I read that article too, man. That was salty. Let's see what we can get him, man, because he gonna go for a lot next year. Given
I remember when it happened, bro. I actually remember when it happened. That was one of like the first free agents Zach went after was Shaq Barrett, and I was like, oh, okay. And
all right, let's see what we can do, man. You right, Zim. I ain't about to shortbread these pockets, man. Let's get it, man. Let's see what he wants. What they say want? What they say Shaq want, man? What Shaq want?
Shaq want? Shaq probably wants your whole cap space.
He do. He want the rest of it,
he want
man.
The whole
Dang,
bag, bro.
We gonna have to take out.
Hey, look, don't let Shaq go ahead and get defensive MVP or MVP of the Super Bowl or something like that.
Dang, man. See, that's the only reason. To be honest, that's my real reservation about drafting him is because like he gonna want a lot coming up off that performance going to the Super Bowl and everything, man.
My man Diddy said you acting real Mike Brownish. Get them pockets.
Man, look, man. You right, man. You right. It's over, man.
All right,
what do you want? Give him the house, man.
What do you want? Turn you up.
19.7 million.
19.7, boy. You done lost. No, 19.7. 19.7. Dang. You upset my child over here.
Mortgage on Paul Brown Stadium just to pay that man.
Well, we just gonna have to let that pass. What that boy Takaris McKinley want? Maybe he what do he want?
I thought you that's the money that you get. You don't want from Shaq Barrett to Shaq.
Look at that Takaris McKinley guy. I heard he's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah. After what he just went through, he'd probably take a 2-piece chicken dinner.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's good. It gotta be.
He just got juggled between 4 or 5 teams just now.
Yo, did y'all see his tweet? What they say? What?
Over the cap getting real disrespectful. $783,000.
Nah, that ain't disrespectful. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Look, as far as I know,
pass on him.
Yeah, he had 14. He had the same tweet with a different team name. It was like a template for like 4 weeks. It was like, "Thank you, Bengals, for your interest. Thank you, 49ers, for your interest." Like,
what's that saying? 8.4 million. Over the cap
for Tack McKinley.
That's what they saying, but.
Man, split that
$783,000.
Look, man, split that difference. We gonna get this man $4 million. Call him $4 million. That's what you're getting.
He better than me because I was gonna give him a Popeyes biscuit with some butter.
No water? Dang, you cold.
No water.
You a cold piece.
I'm a hired hitman out here. Ain't no water until you perform out there on that football field.
That's the physical this time. What was how many years?
How old is he?
26, but his knees are 36. I'm just playing.
Give him 4. Give him 4 years, but give him 50% guaranteed.
All right, 4 years, 50% guarantee. Somebody said Popeye's biscuit with no water.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah,
That's attempted murder, man. Zim, you trying to get a
I
court
was they
case.
might lock me up.
Yeah, it might get you. All right, I think I'm solid for what we did this day. Let's see what we got here.
All right. Any linebackers, kickers, tight end, fullback?
Hey, hold up. You did say kicker, didn't you? I like people with feet. Let's see. Let's look at some kickers real quick.
And Bailey is it.
Because
we gonna pass on
everybody doesn't have feet, but the people that do have feet, we do appreciate you hearing who they land.
You know, it is what it is. But all right, yeah, we good. I ain't going for that.
Tackles, nah.
Let you know.
All right, cool.
We saw.
All right.
Because we got Tupou, we got Ren. Both of those. I want to see what we got out of them. Get them some time to play and show me what they got. If we need to address it further, we'll do it later.
Got it. So I'm done submitting offers for the day. Joe Flacco accepted your offer. Takaris McKinley accepted your offer. Mackenzie Alexander accepted
We reeling
your
him
offer.
in, baby. We reeling him in, baby.
That's good work.
I'm happy.
Hey, that's good work right there.
What we got on the cap? 4 million?
4.7 million left. So
you might need that for emergency fund.
Yeah, we might need. That's what I said. I'm solid with that. That's good.
All right. So no tackles. No tackles taken, right?
Nah, no tackles taken.
All right.
Ace, remember last time I said, bro, who was the tackle that I forget? It was Ty Nasecki, and I just saw him again too. And that's somebody I don't know what he did this year, but that's a guy that I wanted the Bengals to get in 2019 so bad. And I don't, but he doesn't make that much money, but that was a tackle that was still out there.
Got you. I hope someone, if you're watching, please screenshot this. I don't have a screenshot on me right now, but the signed players, William Jackson III, Carl Lawson, Quentin Spain, Mike Daniels, Curtis Samuel, Joe Tooney, Joe Flacco, Takaris McKinley, Mackenzie Alexander. So we cut Geno Atkins. We wanted to restructure people, but it didn't give us the option to do that. So that brings us into the draft. So we're going to move over to the mock draft machine. So you know what you already did in this area, but we're going to get the draft pulled up.
Needed some water for that. He was sweating in that war room. I mean, yeah, hydrate yourself, sir. You just did work. If you're listening to this live, he's in here. He's wiping off. He's patting himself down with a towel. Sweat's dripping off of his face. He just came through the war room. Just knocked down some water.
I take a one a day. Got to get my vitamins in, man.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of your vitamins.
Take years of my life.
All right,
a probiotic going.
And get this shared. We're getting everything set up. So I'm gonna do 2 rounds because it moves pretty fast, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get it.
I really hope somebody took a picture of that because that was a really good free agency. No, I know we've been joking a lot. That was a really good.
Jamar Chase.
It's probably not everything I would have did, but that was great.
Number 3, Trey Lance went number 4. I actually like Trey Lance as a sleeper to be the second quarterback taken. So Trevor Lawrence went number 1. Jamar Chase went number 2 to the Jets. Jalen Waddle went, and it looks like you got offers too. So you got an offer from Washington for the 19th pick, a Washington first round pick in 2022, and a second round pick. You also have an offer for pick 5 and 69 with the Colts for 21, 54, which I'm assuming is a second round pick. And then you get their first in 2022 and a second in 2022. Then you got an offer from the Lions to move back 2 spaces to number 7, but it looks like 72. I'm thinking that that's a third round pick. So their first and third, they'll give you to move up 2 spots. Then you got another one from the Chicago Bears, pick number 20, pick number 52, which I assume is their second round pick. And then you get a first in 2022 and a 4th rounder in 2022.
Ooh!
Are you taking any of these offers, or are you staying where you're at? You got a lot of Chase. Jamar Chase is off the board. For those listening, Penei Sewell is available. Zach Wilson's there. Obviously, we're not taking them. Devonta Smith, Kyle Pitts, Kwity Paye, Michael Parsons, Slater's still there. What are you doing in this position?
So that trade, so the trade that's on the table for him right now is the number 20 pick and the number 52 pick. The
Chicago's their first and second, and then 22 their first round pick, and 22 their fourth round pick. Wow. He's got a lot of offers though. He's got several different offers.
The only one that I'm really interested in, because I ain't gonna be GM next year. I'm only GM right now. The only one I'm interested in is the Lions.
The Lions.
That's the only one that I would maybe consider.
So you moving back 2 spots for their third pick?
Nope. Give me Penei Sewell. Give me Penei Sewell. Get this stuff out of my face. I don't want to see no offers. I got my eyes on one man and one man only. I want that guy.
All right.
Give me that Samoan boy. I want that blocking.
I think that says reject. All right. Yeah, that does. They got ads all over this joint. All right. We rejecting all of them. All right.
Yeah.
What just happened? Oh, man. No.
Look at him, man. Look at him. They don't even want it. They want me. They forcing me to trade.
Oh, no. All right.
Let's start it
over.
I ain't selling my GME. I'm holding tight. Let's go.
Jamar Chase, Caleb.
The same. It's the same.
They're the same. Oh, this is even more.
Damn.
They said, you know what? Washington said, you know what, bro? You try this. Because now we're going to give you our first, our second, our third, our fourth, and our second for next year. Miami said, you know, we wanted to get Joe Burrow last year, but we're going to give you our first, second, and third. And then the Panthers said, my friend, we'll give you our first and our second rounder for pick 5, and I think your 4th rounder. Are you taking any of those? Are you considering any of them?
Penei Sewell, Jalen Waddle on the board.
Penei's right there for the taking.
Give me my mans, man. What I say last time? I'm holding. I don't care. Get it out of my face and give me that man.
Bro, I don't know why he was doing that. I don't know.
I saw like a restart button or something that I think you like click so fast.
All right.
Like at the very last part, I think it's like a little restart button or something that your mouse was like lined up with it.
Get him out of here. Give me that guy. That's the man I want.
Yeah, that's how you ain't clicking.
Penei. We're taking Penei. All right.
We already know, baby.
All right, we did it, boys.
So Penei.
You know, the Samoan dance, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. We all about to learn it. And then week 1, week 1, Penei Sewell gonna give up 2 sacks, and everybody be like, I don't trust the Bengals for anything.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
They're gonna be like surgical brain heat 2.0.
Right. They're gonna be ready to kill.
All right.
Alex Leatherwood on the board. Hold up. Oh my!
You got an offer.
Hold up now.
You got an offer. Miami said, "Look, bro, I know you didn't like the first pick, but if you move back 12 spots, you can still get your second rounder, and we'll throw in the third rounder. All you got to give me is your 5th rounder."
But check this out, though.
You got another offer, though.
Oh, wait, what else we got? What else? What's the other one?
You got another offer. Philly said, you know what? We'll give you, I don't know if I think this is their 3rd round pick. So they just picked before you. We want to come back into the 2nd round. We're going to give you a 3rd. We're going to give you a 2022 second. And then we're going to also give you a 3rd for next year. That
offer is trash.
Yeah, it's kind of trash.
That's super trash.
Yeah, get him out of here. And to be honest with y'all, if we were going into like the 3rd and 4th picks, I might entertain that Dolphins pick.
That Dolphins pick, I think, is 2 second rounders. It actually might be 2 second rounders for and 1 second round.
Is it?
And now, mind you, this mock is only not to try to influence you. This mock is only 2 rounds.
That's what I'm saying. That look good. If that is 2 second rounders, is that confirmed 2 second rounders? I just want to make sure because I'll take that.
The back of the second round.
Number 61. I would assume it is, right?
It's the back of the second round. It's like, that's only 2 more picks after that. It's damn near like the top of a 3rd, really.
What corner? So I'm trying to look at what they got top of the draft.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm
like, the comment said it is both second rounders.
But let me ask you this though: can't you move this out the way so he could look at the players before he has to decide does he want to accept or reject?
Nah, you can see the players to the right, but
Right.
you can't.
It's just showing you best available, right?
Yeah, it's
'Cause I was-
so Alex Leatherwood, Wyatt Davis, Tyson Campbell, Jalen
Right.
Phillips, Baron Browning,
I tell you what,
Terrence Marshall, Asante Samuel Jr.
What's that consensus on Tyson Campbell? This is where I need my war room more than anything. Because I ain't
well, for me, the only people I've seen the highlights from that I see on this current page is Asante Samuel. I don't know enough about Campbell to give you my expertise at all. Asante Samuel Jr. I've just seen him just because I was watching a bunch of Florida State stuff, and he's definitely worth a second round pick for sure.
I would say for me, it's probably a toss-up between Wyatt Davis and Alex Leatherwood. Those are guys that I think really have a potential to go in the first round. It's not a surprise to see Leatherwood in the second round. It's somewhat surprising to see Wyatt Davis from the rankings that I've seen. I've also seen Terrence Marshall as second round. Asante Samuel I've seen as second round. I can't speak for Levi. I know that the D tackle class isn't as strong. Edge, Jalen Phillips. I know about Rousseau. I have not heard about him. He went to Miami, apparently.
I will say this. I will say this. As much as y'all know I want Jamar Chase, as much as y'all know I want weapons for Joe Burrow, if the board looked like we just came out of there with Panay, we got Tooney in free agency, and then you had an opportunity to get Alex Leatherwood. I think for once and for all, you would be able, from a Bengals standpoint, moving forward from this day forward, offensive line would not be a conversation at all. Like as far as like that is now a position of strength. But I will tell you this too: Terrence Marshall Jr. at the wide receiver position, right there, is now like you're solidified the wide receiver room as well.
And you got another guy other than Jamar Chase that Joe Burrow is already used to throwing with.
Exactly. I was about to say that same thing. So like to me, those are two different things that I can see happening. And the fact that the Dolphins are giving you 2 second-round picks, I'm willing to bet you could probably get one of those guys and somebody else too. That's kind of crazy. You got 3 great options. Like I really feel like you couldn't lose in any scenario on. Like if you went offensive line, I mean, I think that would be a point of strength right now.
Well, see, the only thing about Leatherwood is he plays tackle, and we got Penny, and we got.
He can play guard.
Leatherwood.
With Leatherwood, we're gonna move his tail to guard.
He can also play guard. Wyatt Davis is just probably like a first round. He's probably like bottom of the first round guard, early second day guard. But this is on you. You can either take the 2 second round picks. You can.
You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the 2 second rounders. Let's do that.
All right. So we're gonna take the deal from.
Give it to me. Let's spice this up a little bit.
All right, Creed Humphrey, Tyson Campbell, Wyatt Davis goes to the Jets. Deontay Brown, the guard, also goes to the Giants. Baron Browning, Terrence Marshall, 2 picks before you. Goes to the Raiders. You got another offer here from the Giants for their third.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Okay.
We out of here. Dang, I already lost 3 people that I was looking at.
And Wyatt Davis, I didn't want to tell you this though, but Wyatt Davis, I think got hurt too.
So you back on the clock at pick 50. You got Carlos Basham, a defensive end. A lot of Bengals fans are excited about. You got Rondale Moore. So we talked about receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talked about receivers. Terrence Marshall. Rondale Moore is a borderline first round pick, second round receiver. Asante Samuel Jr. You got Ronnie Perkins. You actually still have some solid.
And Basham
Moses at
Basham did well at the Senior Bowl. That was the guy I wanted to talk about a little bit earlier, but we have enough time too. But Boogie Basham, I just posted him on my Instagram this past week. Absolute freak, 6'5". Measurables, kind of like a Dunlap or something like that, like animal. Like
you got some options here, bro.
Ferocious finisher.
You got some options here. So just reading more down the line, you got Michael Carter.
You got Eichenberg. You got Eichenberg from Notre Dame, who never gave up a sack as a Notre Dame.
Brevin Jordan, Mark Rogers, Trey Smith. If you still need a guard, you got some options here, sir. You got some options here.
I did. I took tack, didn't I? Yeah, we took tack already.
We took Zach. So,
but we still need
you also took his medical history too.
Yeah, I want to shore up that edge position. Who was that?
Right.
You said was that Basham I was talking about?
Carlos Basham. So we're taking
Basham.
So we're taking Carlos Basham.
Yeah, let me get that Basham cat. I want that dude.
All right, we said Carlos Basham.
I'm gonna show you the highlight of him. He's out there like picking dudes up by their shoulder pads.
Just goes to the Chargers. Spencer Brown, Elijah Molden. You got to offer. They keep trying. New York is like,
get them out of here. New York, it's over. It's a wrap.
All right. So now you're back on the board. Asante Samuel Jr., Ronnie Perkins. You got Patrick Jones. Hold on. I'm looking at defense. Let's get everything. Let's get the full picture because Rondale Moore is still there. Amon Ross St. Brown is also still there.
Let's get my man.
Hold on. What did you do with William Jackson in the free agency?
Tagged him.
Okay.
Tagged him. We're gonna need to address cornerback at some point. But we're gonna say that for free agency next year. Because right now, I want that boy Rondale Moore. That's who I'm getting. That's who we taking. Give my man Joe Burrow some more weapons to throw to. Let that boy develop. And there we go. And there we go.
That's the type of wide receiver I think that will work really well with him too.
So let's get it. Carlos Basham and Rondale Moore. After you got you also got Curtis Samuel as well.
That's nice. That is amazing.
Joe Tooney. That
offseason. If 65% of that happened in our free agency, I'd be like LFG. Let's do it.
We in there, man. And like I said, we got dual threats. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. Get more versatility. Let them, they ain't got no choice but to be creative with this offense, man. You got to use them weapons, There's no excuse. There's no one way to win. All these other teams, they get locked up in this one way to win. That's what the Ravens ran into. They got their one way to win. You know what I mean? But that was what's wrong with the Steelers. They had their one way to win. Ben having to come through with the clutch. You know what I mean? Honestly, the best most rounded team, which was the Browns. I mean, if they had Odell healthy, who knows what would it? You know what I mean? Who knows?
They probably won that game because then Higgins doesn't do the touchback. Maybe Odell, I feel like they were one weapon away because if you don't have an elite quarterback like Joe Burrow, then you better put the best offensive line in football around him, and you better give him a ton of weapons and playmakers.
Absolutely.
And I feel like they were
one of the best running back duos, if not the best running back duo.
And the Bills didn't even play that well that day, so it's like,
they did. I think that was a very.
I mean, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's all good. I got you.
They didn't have it. They could have won that game for sure.
All right. Absolutely. Well, I want to say shout out to my man AMAC. We appreciate you for joining us. Before you get out of here, would you let people know where they can find you at if they're looking to follow you on any social media?
Right. Well, the only one I got is Twitter. Almighty Almac at Twitter. Right now, I'm known as Finley's Juice TM trademark. But that may be subject to change. So that the Almighty _Almac on Twitter. So outside of that, man, thank you all very much for having me. I love the content. Anytime you guys want any kind of spice or any kind of energy or any kind of hype, just call me. Let me know. I'm in there. Thank you, Zim, for hitting me up. Thank you, Ace, for giving me the platform. I love all y'all. Peace. Who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
All right. Appreciate it.
That's so lit. I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy our God works. It's like I never talked to that guy before, never met him, never seen anything. But when I tell you that is the perfect person to do the mock, like I told him to go. I challenge fans to go follow somebody on Twitter, Instagram, and a lot of people kept on asking me like, "Hey, when y'all gonna do the mock again?" And I just was like, I don't know who to pick. And I just hit this guy because he just was like real energetic on Twitter one day. I was like, you want to do the mock? And he was like, yeah, you want to do it tonight? I was like, all right, let's go. Never seen him until just now. And that was like the perfect person like to do the mock 3.0. So
like Zim said, God works in mysterious ways. If you guys were following me, you guys know that I did a live the night that we beat the Steelers, and I just invited you guys to come on. And A-Mac ended up being one of those people that jumped on. So as soon as he like popped in the StreamYard, and me and Zim didn't talk about like who he was picking or any of that. He just popped in, and I was like, "Hold on, this A-Mac. What up, A-Mac?" So it's like you said, it's crazy how those things just work out. But I had to take my hat off to him. I did think that it was very realistic. I think that it was possibly the best one that we've done on here. He did get the advantage of getting those trades. See, me and Zen, we didn't get the trades, and that was pretty dope for him to get that. But I had to agree, like, if we were to walk away, like you said, with everything that he did, it would just be amazing.
Man, Curtis Samuel, Tooney, like, just those two guys. You know, I think every time
Curtis Samuel and Tooney and Carlos Basham. There's a lot of people. Now, I will say, you guys have seen me on Twitter. I'm not super high on this edge class. I do think I like what I've heard about Carlos Basham. I haven't watched him, but I've heard good things about him. And then to get Rondale Moore on top of that, that is just. It's so crazy that he picked him, right? Because coming into like mock 1-2, I wasn't watching. I don't know if you guys really follow me. I don't really watch college football throughout the year. But as soon as the NFL season is over for us, I immediately start trying to watch, like, I like to watch individual games where I get to see multiple reps. And Carlos Basham was the only edge that I looked at because Russo was the other guy I wanted to look at. But Basham was the only one. The one thing that I will say about Basham that is so perfect and it kind of reminds me of Dunlap is that he does these freakish type of things where he runs down plays from behind. And 9 times out of 10, like every time that he tackles somebody, it's like a WWF like slam. So like just his highlight takes, like all his tackles are like him body slamming people. So it's like it's just really crazy that, you know, and the one thing that Mock told me about is like for me it truly is best player available. You could sell me on all offensive line if the board presented itself that way. Like tonight, it presented itself through free agency, and it presented itself like that through the draft. And if the people are there, like if Leatherwood's there, Eichenberg and all these dudes are there, whatever, like, and those are the best players available, I'm all for it because now that's a position of strength, and now the team changes and I can work behind their strength. And same thing with the edge. I wouldn't even have thought to come in the draft first 2 rounds. There's only a couple guys I would even take. If the draft board presents itself that way and Boogie Basham dropped down to the 2nd round and he was right there on real draft night, I'd be saying, yeah, like, let's go. Like, that's the guy I know year 1 he's going to get reps. No, facts. But just so you guys know, we're coming back tomorrow with the Cincy Jungle Super Show. So it's going to be me, Zim, our guys Anthony, Matt Minnick, as well as John Sheeran. So we're bringing that back tomorrow. So be tuned for that. We're probably going to launch out some links and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. But you guys have enjoyed the roundtables before. We're going to go ahead and do that again. But thank you guys for listening to the Orange is the New Black podcast. If you want to follow Zim Hude, you follow him at Zim_Hude on Instagram, at Zim Hude, all one word, on Twitter. Also, be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Like we said, we got some giveaways going on once he gets to 1,000 subscribers over there. And you guys got to get him to that so we can start getting those super chats over there soon. So if you want to support Zim, follow him there. Also, go to zimhude.com if you want to get some dope Burrow Babies merch and things like that. You guys already know you can find me at New Stripe City on Twitter. Also, you can find my YouTube channel on YouTube. Just put in New Stripe City. You can also find me now streaming video games in literally everything, anything from like OG games to like Call of Duty right now. It's not just going to be Madden, but if you want to watch me play video games for some odd reason, you can find me on Twitch /New Stripe City after twitch.tv. So this has been the Orange is the New Black podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll leave you guys with a Houday. Houday!
Hello, world. What separated your deep ball from everybody else?
My deep ball, it has a little secret sauce to it, man.
Never get too high, never get too low, but just keep moving.
The whole story is Carlos never beat me in any kind of sports in high school.